Excuse me. Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve our another problem, like problem number 3 in the problem set. So this is the problem. This is like longest substring without repeating characters problem. Number 3 in the problem sections. Uh, so let me first verify whether my audio is working. Yeah. So so this is one of the like medium to hard problems in Leetcode and requires some understanding and some explanation. So, like let's first the brute force approach. Uh, so one approach to solving this problem is like if you go. So let's first discuss the problem description. So we'll be given a string S. Find the length of the longest substring without duplicate characters. So what this question is asking of from us is like we need to find the longest substring without duplicate characters. So our input in this case, like let's take some examples, which is already given here. So we have been given input as ABC, ABC, BB. So the length of the longest repeating character in this case is 3. So why it's the length of the longest character repeat length of the longest substring without repeating character is 3 because in this case we have the ABC without repeating characters, then here A is getting repeated. So BCA is also there, CAB is also there, again ABC is there, then BC is there, and then B and B is there. So 3 is the length of the longest substring that can be created from the this string without repeating the characters. In this case, every character is same. So the maximum length of the string without repeating characters can be 1. In this case, the answer is WKE. So P is there, W is there. Then W is getting repeated. So then we can start from WKE. So then again W is repeated. So here also the length of the longest substring can be 3 because of the and what's it saying? And notice that the answer must be a substring. PWKE is a subsequence and not a substring. Yeah. So we should not skip characters. So PWWKE, so we can't skip a W. So it should be continuous sequence. So one brute force approach to solving this is we can generate all possible substrings and check for each substring if it's valid and keep updating max length accordingly. So it will be in order of n square algorithm. Uh, so what we can do in this case is uh, we'll create two loops and create all possible substring starting from a particular string, and we can store that in a list or and for each of the substring generated we can verify the if it's a valid substring without repeating characters and find the length, and we can keep updating the max length. So what do I mean by this is like suppose we have this string ABC. So what are the substrings that can be generated from ABC? A, Starting from A, we can generate A, AB, and AC. So starting from B, we can generate B, BA, and BC. Starting from C, we can generate C, CA, and CB. And in all the three cases, we can also generate ABC, ABC, and ABC. So in this case, the length of the longest substring can be ABC. So in the brute force approach, we'll have around n square. Like if there is, in this case, 3 is around n square element is there. Almost, how many elements are there? Even more than 9 elements. 3 square is 9. Plus 3 is the individual string. So n square plus n is a order of n square only. So in this way, one approach is that we can solve by brute force approach. So let's try with this one. So we can get substrings. We can create a list of substrings. Excuse me. The for string in S. So our variable name is S. Like the input we will be getting from the like the input will be getting from the user or in the test cases. So and again we'll have to loop twice string. So let it be string 1, string 2 in S. So we have to add the first the individual characters we have to also add subst substrings dot append string 1, and we need to up substrings. So actually it will be order of n cube or something. String, I may be wrong in this case. So let's ask ChatGPT. I'm getting confused. How to generate all possible substrings from a string. So it's given me solution also. So to generate all possible substrings from a given string in Python, you can use two nested loops. For I in range of n, for j in range of I plus 1 to n plus substrings dot append. Oh, so I was doing correct. So we have to take the slice of the string. So ABC, so I was incorrect in the previous explanation. So for ABC, there will be A, AB, ABC, B, BC. What I did wrong was like we can only move forward. We can't take back characters. So like from a B, I was taking A also. So from B, I can take B and C. So let me correct my mistake. So I'm telling you, it's not like I am just discussing and learning together. I'm not actually solving these questions without help. So I told you I it's like A B C A C A B A C A B C. So it was correct, but for the second part we can't go like we can only move forward. So from B we can have B C, and also we can't skip the middle character. That means it can't skip the characters in between. So A B is fine. A C is like skipping the characters B. So this can't be the approach. So A B C, B C, and from C we can only have C. So outer loop is I, inner loop is J, ending index non-inclusive. So I hope you got the mistake I was doing. So let me update substrings is equal to this one. So for I comma for I in string. So can we so it's taking the range. So first we need to take the length of the string. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello, who's this? Hello. Yeah, who's this? Yeah, speaking. Yeah, I'm searching for job. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. So I have around 7 years, 9 months in exact experience. 10 LPA. I'm expecting around 15, but I am ready to join at 10 because I am not having job for 2.5 years almost. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fine. So let's continue. So first we will take the length of the string. length of s. So for I in range of length, for j in range of, so we'll can only move forward. So we can have from I plus 1 to length substrings dot append substrings dot append string from I to j. So j will not include I plus 1th character. So we are slicing the substring from I to j. So what we do, like in the first case, I will be 0 and j will be also j will be 0 plus 1 1. So only take the letter a. So in ra case abc, you will take the letter a. The second, uh, so j will continue from I 1 to n, 1 to the length of a string. So then there will be ab. Sorry, sorry. So for I in range of length, so length is here 3. So j in range of I plus 1 means 1 to 3. Fine. Substring I to j, it will be a. Then j will become 1. So j will become 1. So I is again 0. So 0 and 1. 0 to 1. I plus 1 is 2. So 0 to 1 will be AB. Then J will become 3, so 0 to 2. So ABC, yeah, fine. So AAB, ABC will be appended to the inner loops. And in the second loop, I will be 1. So it will be like B and BC and then C only. Yeah, fine. Now we need to find the length of the longest substring. So our requirement is we need to find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. So in here it will generate all the possible substrings moving forward: A, AB, ABC, ABCA, ABCAB, ABCABC, ABCABB. So it will generate all possible substrings moving forward from the current character like this way. So it will generate all possible substrings. So now we need to validate whether there is a repeating character in the substring and find the max length from there. So, so what we can do, we can find max length. So let max length be max length is 0. Fine. So for substring, so let's create one method to validate the substrings. So we'll create one cast to have a, let's create a set. Yeah, it will be cast only. Set will be like it will eliminate duplicate characters. So for char in substring, if char, so we need to check whether there is a repeating character or not in the substring. So if char in substring return is non-repeating, just rename this function. Return false. Otherwise, we will just cast char equal to true. So in our cast, we'll just add the character, and if the loop is completed without uh, having a, so if this case is not here, like if the complete loop is run and we don't get a false, means this is not non-repeating. So, so for substrings in substrings is valid equal to is non-repeating substring. So if is valid, then max length is equal to max of max length or length of the substring. And at the end, we'll return the max length. Sorry, max length is this one. So what we did is like first we created a substrings array to add the list of all possible substrings, repeating or non-repeating, we can generate within and add the substrings within this list. Then we took the length of the string we are getting as an input. Then we are iterating from I in range of the length and j in range of moving forward, I plus 1 to length, and substrings dot append we are slicing from I to j, not including the I plus 1th character or j, and that is j. So from I to j only, excluding the index of j. Then we took the max length of 0. So initialize the max length is equal to 0. So the substrings we got means the in the that we have created the list for will validate whether it's a non-repeating substring. So this can contain both repeating and non-repeating. So we have to return the without repeating characters. So we defined one function called is non-repeating, which will contain a cache. So if their character is already in there, means this substring contains duplicate characters. So for character in substring, if character is already in substring, if character in cache, sorry, this should be cache. So return false. Otherwise it will be like cache of character is equal to true. So Once this loop is completed and we don't return false, then we'll return is non-repeating. So yeah, for that in the now we'll iterate through all the substrings in the substrings list, and we'll check whether it's a non-repeating. So it will either get true or false. So if true, if it's non-repeating, then we'll take out the max length, and the max function will find the max of the current max length or the length of the substring. And then at the end, we'll return the max length. So let's run this test case with this solution. So our solution is accepted. So let's submit the solution. It will be in O of n time of n square time because we are generating every possible substring. Wrong answer. So space is also space. So we'll have to have one check for elif character in. So we'll have to check for gas also. So it's not. What to do about this space? How to check the space? So let's have one check if character is equal to space gas of. So space is backslash s. Backslash s is equal to true. But it should also. The backslash x is in substring, no, sorry, case, return false. So if space, so we have added one more check for space. So if we get a character like a space, so we'll add the character in the. So first condition, if you check whether the character is a space also. So since we are adding in chars, the space may not be added. So we are adding the space in chars and a space in chars here. So in the next iteration, or if there is already a backslash space in chars, will otherwise it's true. So let's run this time. Now what happened? For I in range of length, let's print the let's print the substrings. Substrings. So our substrings is not getting space is not getting appended in the like our list. If substrings is I to say what is the length of our space character. Yes, correct one. So I in range of length for j in range of I plus 1. And substring s I colon j. Just debugging why our solution is not working. This loop is not running in case of length 1. So j in range of I plus 1. So I is 0. Let's run with just run without with starting with one. Substring use is coming. Substrings print substrings. Fine. So let's print whether it's valid or not. Oh, oh, yes, we is valid also. The max length is max length of substring. Yeah. So what's the issue? Print length of substring. Oh, 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 oh. So space is like treating as without space in our code editor. So it's taking as zero length. So issue of code editor itself. It's issue in code editor. The output after the program is run, this space should have the length of the space should be 1, but in our case it's showing as 0. So the max length output is coming as 0. Mhm. So what should we do? So let's maybe this is an issue from uh, code editor side. So yeah, assigning. So we need to give one more check. So we're just checking whether a substring is equal to u. Now our result is a test case output is actually deteriorated. Earlier, almost 800 test cases were passing. Now only 470 is passing. What are we doing wrong? So let's print the substring itself. So let's update our logic of checking. So our space was showing as this. Yes, care is equal to true. Almost, yeah, this improved our test case, the output. So now let's use this test case. What's the issue in this one? Output is 1. Let's print all the substring. So we are in the first solution itself, like the O of n square. So if our time is like limit is exceeded more than 1 hour, we'll solve the next O of n problem tomorrow. We can just remove this one. Our logic is correct. AU. Chain range of we are pending from I to J. Chain range of I to length. Hello? Hello. Hello, yes, speaking. This is Ayushi calling from Titan International. Yeah. Are you looking for a job or a job change? Yeah, I'm searching for a job. Okay. So I'm hiring for one of my clients is FLC software group. Yeah, fine. And I'm hiring for two locations is Bangalore and Pune location as a Java developer role. It's related to the senior role. Where I'm looking at candidates for the experience in Python and AWS as well. So you are having the same? Yeah, I'm having the experience. Okay, so Nitesh, I saw your profile currently. You are not working, is it? I'm searching for job. I'm not getting the selected. Okay, so may I know the last working month and year? Month was 2 and year was 23. You are 20. So like since 2 years you are not working. May I know the reason? I'm not getting selected in the job interviews. And why you left your organization? I took a break, like I thought of taking a break of 6 months, but once I started reapplying for the job, I am not getting selected. Any particular reason, like your experience? I took a break to work on my uh, technical skills more. Like 2.5 years is a lot of time. Like suppose you are in class 10, it becomes class 12. So if you know the syllabus of 10 to 12, so there is a vast time difference. So if you can understand. So same way is I am prepared like that, but like I'm not getting selected. Yeah, I have around actual experience like on the job 3 years, but yeah, I have been learning on Java for 5 years now. Yeah, work experience was 3 years, like actual hands-on, like keep on after like getting after not working for 2 years also I'm working on Java like for my personal projects and all. 5 years around. Yeah, same. Yeah, I am a DevOps primary DevOps resource. So I have worked my entire IT career. I've worked in DevOps. So if like I would prefer to be in DevOps. If but I would I took a break only for getting a job role in development. My main reason was that. Database don't have much experience, but yeah, I have worked for 3 years just in a DBA task. Yeah, I have good exposure to every database. Like not to Cassandra and Neo4j. Like there are many new technologies, so I am not used to those. API, RESTful API, API is like I've been working in multiple programming languages. Last CTC was 10 LPA. 10 LPA. I would have expected to get around 15 since I'm not working for last 2 years. I'm ready to join in 10 LP only at 10 LP. Yeah, fine. Yeah, thanks. There may be some issue when its U is not getting appended. So let's print the S I colon J. So where is this U going? We are taking from I to J. So print I, print J. So 4001 0 1. Make it as I plus 1. There is some issue with this question, like in the lead code itself. I'm supposing. So I'm debugging now. So if it's resolved, I'll be uh, like, explaining once more. 0 J1 I1 J1 print string I colon J. Uh, 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 now I got. So we were checking the ChatGPT solution. Mhm. What's the issue? 986 or 987 test cases passed. How to debug this input? This is another test case. Oh my god. How they are generating this test case also? Memory limit So this string is 31,000 characters long. So, so we can modify. What happened is maybe we are storing the substrings in the like substrings array, and the length of substrings is becoming very large. So somehow we can modify our function uh, to only contain true or false. So we can give is valid. So we are modifying. Let the substring be. So we are solving the O of n square algorithm first. S from I to j plus 1. Fine. Now, instead of instead of storing this substring and creating this loop, we can have this condition here only. So that's the max length we here defined here. So we were doing one more step. We included that step in this loop, j in range. Now let's test this one. Time limit exceeded. So I suppose we can't solve the question like in O of n square or what. Is valid is non-repeating substring. If is valid max length of substring. So we have like 986 out of 987 test cases passed. Out of only one test case is not getting passed, and this is this long, huge string. Let's add one more logic. Substring. Substring class. So there is memory limit. If substring class of substring, then how to resolve this? Error A. Sorry, we have need to check again. from the input, we can see there is a repeating sequence. How to go about this? Hmm, we can't solve like uh, by storing the inputs because of the memory limit and time limit. So you're getting an exception. It's just for our. So this it's an lead code exception. The lead code defined time limit. Mhm. I'm not getting how to resolve this memory limit or time limit. So this can be one approach. So what we like our 986, let me submit once again. So 986 of 987 test cases is getting passed. So our solution is correct, but because of the lead code defined time limit and memory limit, we are not able to run the last. We are not able to get the correct output of the last input. So, mm, like just we'll solve the O of n time complexity algorithm tomorrow for this question. But let's discuss the O of n square once more. So what we did is we took the length of string, find out the length of the string, then initialize the max length. Then we took the length of the means the input string, and for each string we again created another loop and find out the sum string from I to j plus 1. And we checked whether it's a valid non-repeating. So we have defined this non-repeating function. So if this substring is having a character that is getting repeated, then it's non uh, then it will not be non-repeating. Otherwise, it's a non-repeating. Just reiterating the same phrase again again. Fine. So like we created one class, and for character in substring, if our class already contains the character, then there is a repeating character. So we'll return the false immediately. Otherwise, we'll store the character in our class and we'll return true once this loop is completed. So we'll return true only if we don't get a false output. So it will be non-repeating and it will become valid. So if then max length will be the max of the current max length. So in max function takes the two inputs, like you can get the max value of these two. So max length and length of the substring that we found out to be non-repeating. And this one was for space case I given. The somehow our lead code is performing weirdly. So fine, we just gave this one, and max length is equal to 1. So we assigned the in case so there is only one space and return the max length. So yeah, let it be till this point today, and we'll be solving the O of n problem tomorrow. This one was O of n square. So the time limit and memory limit is exceeding for this particular input. So this issue will be resolved once we are like tracking the we are just using O of n algorithm where there is like we'll take the last sin position of the uh, character within the range we are uh, having the substring. So this is like a sliding window approach to solve the O of n problem. So this the algorithm we'll be using to solve this is called a sliding window. So we'll be solving it tomorrow. So this solution is correct, O of n square, but it's like the lead code is not allowing to submit this last input. Maybe on some other O of n square solution may be accepted, but this one is not getting accepted. Yeah, we'll try to resolve this tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for joining.